Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who had a really specific question. This person does their own tarot readings and wanted me to do a read to clarify, which, by the way, if any of you guys do readings and ever want me to help you clarify to make sure you got the right message, or if you're unsure something's coming through kind of muddy, just feel free to email me or DM me on Instagram and I can help you out with that. And my rates are really affordable. And I really give you a really personal, in-depth, message with clarity. So just let me know if you're interested. And also to the person who I'm recording this for, I just wanted to say thank you so much. The readings that you gave me, I've been listening to them and I've really been taking notes and meditating, and it's really helped me kind of take the next step forward. So anyways, thank you. You're seriously gifted, and it's really cool to connect with other people like this because I'm kind of new to it. I mean, I've been doing readings and honestly my entire life. I used to just flip to random pages in the Bible when I was little and random pages in books, and I used to make fortune tellers and walk around and do readings for all my friends when I was in elementary school, and eventually it just escalated. So I have been doing this all my life and for many lives, I believe, but I guess in a way it feels very fresh to me, and I'm still just learning how to do readings for people. So just thanks for all the tips you've given me, and you were really right about my third eye and me needing to meditate more and clear it out and learn how to trust myself, because sometimes I do doubt my intuition. I'll wake up and I'll just feel like I'm crazy, and I'll just be like, oh my god, I'm crazy. The angels, I don't even know why I'm praying to them, and I'll just have these days where I just doubt all of this. But honestly, there have been so many miracles and synchronicities in my life, and I really do feel, the presence of my guides around me, and I feel so connected to that love energy when I meditate, and I'm getting such clear readings and such great feedback from people. So, anyways, you helped me kind of boost my faith, and working on my third eye has really, really helped. So I hope this reading resonates. And man, I know how you feel. I've had a lot of kind of, not boy trouble, but just I've had a lot of confusion lately when it comes to some of the relationships I've had in my life, and my path, and who I'm supposed to be with, and what I'm supposed to do, and it's just been overwhelming for me. And so I know how you feel. I'm kind of on the other side of that right now, but any help I can offer, of course, I could just want to say I completely understand. So basically, you've been doing readings on this guy and you got a message about him and you're just wondering if that is accurate. So this is basically, did the guy get this, is he getting the same message about you? This is what was the message. And just so you can, I want to see what I can kind of tap into, just so you know this is a direct reading. And then this is the advice, what spirit recommends you do in this situation. So, okay, let's just go for it. All right. Now with this deck, when I draw reversals, it's not always a negative thing. The reversals can mean 5 different things. This is a very complex and intricate deck. It's I don't know. It's very logical in a way. It's very grounded. It's very, very wise. Definitely check out this deck. It's awesome. It's the Wildwood Tarot. I would strongly recommend it. I think it's just $20, but it's really amazing. It's changed my life. So this is if the guy, I guess if he, hang on, I'm getting some really strong reads from this row right here. A lot's coming through. So, the message the guy is getting about you, I don't know if I could say it's the same. But I think that basically what's going on right now is that you guys are both trying to focus on starting your business and building wealth and trying to be strong and kind of grow up. You guys are both kind of adulting. like for the first time. Maybe not the first time, but you guys are really both on a whole new level of adulting. So you guys are really vibing up, and the universe has kind of put almost both of you into this time of solitude so that you can, gather your inner strength and get some strength for the next part of the journey. So both of you guys have been struggling when it comes to work, and you're having to fight really hard because he kind of feels like if he doesn't fight now and if he doesn't figure this out now, his like job and his money and his income, his finances and like his stability, he feels like if he doesn't do it now, it's like now or never, and he doesn't have time to be distracted. And I feel like you kind of in a way feel like that. It's just you don't compartmentalize things as much, so you're able to you're able to like focus on things like your work and your home and like moving forward, but you're able to balance that with relationships. So you're the kind of person who's able to like have a relationship and also work towards those things. And for you, it actually helps you more to have someone by your side like supporting you every step of the way. But this guy, he feels like he needs to be alone, because for him, he sees the relationships as distraction, and he needs to like, he wants to get his shit together first. And it's kind of tied into worthiness, because he feels like he's not worthy enough to like support a woman and to and it's kind of like, I'm very feminist and like but I just feel like this guy, he's respectful and feminist and stuff like that too, but he's also very traditional, and he wants to be able to like support the person he's with, and he wants to be the breadwinner kind of person, and he's like almost embarrassed if he's just slacking off and like not doing much. And so he used to kind of just kick up his feet, and like he kind of felt like he had a lot of time before. I do see him like as a go-getter, so I think in his eyes it was like kicking up his feet, but now there's like a fire lit under his ass, and he's busting his balls trying to get everything done and like get a really secure life for himself and get like some consistent steady income, and he's almost like he's having to fight for it. It is a struggle. A lot of that has to do with his perception and how he's approaching it, but basically you guys are both trying to get grounded right now, and you're both trying to get your career started. And I don't know, he doesn't really play games, so he's not gonna like play. He's not really gonna play. He really wants to grow up. And yeah, the message I feel like you got about him was that he's in a really hard time right now, and he's resting, and he's very emotional when it comes to you, and he's a very emotional person, like lots of buried emotions. Like maybe you got a message he was thinking about you and like thinking about the past and everything that he had or something. Or maybe he's thinking about some type of future, like maybe he has some kind of plan, like maybe he's gonna come back. Maybe he was getting stuff together, and he's like you feel like maybe he's doing all this for you to come back or something like that. And I think in a way it might be very subconscious with him. I don't think he's like thinking he's getting his life together so he can come back and save you and take you with him. But I mean, he might kind of fantasize like about being with you sometimes. And I also think that he does want to get married. I feel like he wants to get married. He's one of those guys who wants to get married. He might not walk around talking about it, but he does. He wants that image of the wife and the house and the car, and like but like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he wants like wealth and abundance, and he wants to be happy and stable, and he's like taking action to move forwards to that. So that I feel like this is actually a really good great person to be with. I know I'm not really reading into this guy very much, like you didn't ask me about him or anything, but I guess I am just to make sure, hopefully we're talking about the same person here. I feel like this person is, like he went through a lot in his life. Like he had some toxic friends and some toxic family, but he found a way to kind of find balance and to kind of keep his head down and get his work done. And so he's a hard worker. Part of his secret and his success is his ability to block out distractions, but he has kind of taken it too far. And sometimes he'll push all these things out of his mind, push it out. He'll just focus. And then one day it'll just hit him. And it's like he's pinned, you know? So he's, it just hits him, and it hits him really hard, and it gets him down. And he might even drink on days like that. You know, I don't know if he's like an alcoholic, but I just see that, you know, he does get very sad sometimes, and kind of like, it does hit him. So he's not like, he doesn't lack emotion or empathy here, but he does put on a front like that. So I think it's a good thing that he thinks about you. If you care about this person, it's good to know that he's thinking about you at least. But sadly enough, he kind of tortures himself with it. But nothing crazy here. He's just trying to move forward, you know. So the advice is, Spirit is just saying, try not to be frustrated with this process, because you're in separation with this person right now. There's something coming through about this person being like the scapegoat of their family. And so, I may or may not have some personal experience with that. I think a lot of us tarot readers do too, actually. But I think this guy, he needs to be alone right now, because he got out of a lot of shit, and right now in his journey, it's very important that he's alone and he's able to gather his inner strength. And so that's just a really strong message I'm getting. So they're just telling you to stay empowered and to even have boundaries with this person when it comes to like their energy, and when it comes to if they're reaching out to you. I don't know if they're in contact, but just like be careful what you say to them, because they're very hurt. But it's just part of their personal journey. It's not permanent. I don't feel like it's going to be something that's going to trip them up forever. It's just where they're at right now in the journey. And you're kind of at a different place. You're really getting empowered right now, and you're getting strength. And I do feel like you guys are in a very similar place. Like you're gathering strength for the next part of your journey. So you're getting grounded. And that's probably why you're in separation from this person. Because right now it's like somehow you guys are getting stronger on your own. And just know it's never truly over between you and anyone else. You know, if you don't end up returning to each other in this life, then you guys will figure it out in the next. And that's just kind of how relationships go. So it might even be time to do a past life healing with this person, or maybe even just do a meditation to figure out what your past life was with them, just so you can understand why you feel the way you do. I mean, I've done a past life healing on someone, or a couple people actually, that I had kind of under my skin, and some just questions I had about certain people. And it kind of helped me realize what the deal was, and like why I was having like certain feelings, and why I don't know, just certain things were coming up. So it's not like it makes it better, but at least it kind of helps you understand more. So I hope that helped, and I hope that resonates with you. Love and light. Peace out.